Why is it so damn hard to understand what pilots say on airplane? It's all the extra noise happening at the same time. 99% of stuff they say they don't care about and you don't care about. The sound system is generally fine. If you get a chatty pilot you can easily understand it. But most are just kinda rushing through it. HELLONYNEMEISCHRISTITLYLBEYOURPILOTTHETYODYITHYMUTISDHELLOUTYHELLOTTYHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYTHYMUTIHYThymy cares about much. Probably because they just want to hurry up and leave. They don't care whether we listen or not, they're all sick of repeating the same words. Usuunayat. You nailed it yourself. $250 million airplane, $10 mic. The business that runs the plane is, after all, a business. Business doesn't like spending money on anything that doesn't obviously have a return on investment, and being able to hear what the captain said doesn't have an obvious ROI. The bigger concern is that the pilots are talking to the air traffic controllers through that same mic. Seriously, I think the real problems with understanding the captain in the cabin are that the speakers are lousy, and the announcement is so routine for the captain that they don't make a lot of effort to speak clearly. Everything on a plane has to be lightweight, rated for use on an airplane, easy to maintain, etc. You need a PA system that does all that and can operate in environments with very high background noise. But honestly, the most common reason is probably that pilots can't hear the PA message, so if there is a problem, they don't know and won't report it. Probably a blown speaker or filter. They are all trying to sound like Chuck Yeager. Relaxed, casual and fast. It typically comes out as gibberish. Also, the cabin crew typically talks way too fast and eat the words. This is especially annoying when they try to speak English. I'm a Norwegian, and Norwegian flight crews rush through the English announcements as if they're afraid to catch fire if they take too long. If there was anything even remotely useful in the cabin announcements, I assume that they would take care to be understood. Since they don't, my assumption is that it's just nonsense. In Germany we say, "Der hat einen Nussschulkers belegt." I've never misunderstood what a pilot is saying. I've only flown local flights around Europe, but the sound quality of the PA was absolutely fine. I've never had an issue hearing them. I understand some of these answers basically boil down to, it's not mission critical, so the airline doesn't spend money on it. Which is fair enough. The pilot announcements are just meant to give some sense of competence to the customers. But what amazes me is how ATC and pilots comprehend each other. I've seen a couple of incidents due to some misunderstanding, but I guess it's not that common. Funny, I was on a 32 Fokker 100 a few weeks ago and thought about how crisp and clear the sound and speakers were when the pilots and FA gave an announcement. Seats were better too. Enjoyed the more sofa-style seats. I usually understand them loud and clear. Maybe you've been unlucky and been on a lot of flights with blown speakers or something, I don't know. I think they're just fucking with us sometimes. Pilots learn how to talk on radio, which generally requires talking in a very quick, concise way. Generally the people they are talking to on radio are expecting them to say certain things. Passengers in a plane, however, are very not used to this form of communication, and especially sitting in a plane full of distractions, it's just hard to hear what they say. Relevant. https://www.youtube.com/watchquestionv=hvtlzfnesqq https://www.youtube.com/watchquestionv=hvtlzfnesqq. The actual reason, ignoring all the confused posts in the thread, is that microphones in planes and helicopters have to fight machine noise over person voice, And because machine noise is shrill and broad, the mic cuts off several parts of the sound register of a human voice when filtering away the background, and as a result cockpit voice transmission is deficient in bass notes, and then the consonants dominate the sentences, making it hard to interpret. I used to know someone who worked the ATC back in the day, and he told me, "We can't understand most of the chatter specifically, but we do understand the cadence and rhythm, so we know something is wrong if their speech is off. Otherwise, we just bark commands, get an acknowledgement, and the rest is just noise." The worst is when we need actual details, and then we use the voice to get them to speak clearly, and usually they respond back in the same voice. Not always though. Joey, do you like movies about gladiators?